Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
Oh, a little bit Madden.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, if they're out there, we'll see if they can pick those things
what
back
up?
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets
Nobody.
into the 30. 5 yards
Nobody.
is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Raekwon McMillan gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Raekwon McMillan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
So what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability.
What the?
The sack resulted.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Tua to try again on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep one. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. The Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early score, relax a little bit, and try to get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Patriots ready to get the football back. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Dolphins have got it.
Yeah, no, we catch down. They get down.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
I don't even know how I got through
that. Are able to grow their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Patriots, nothing.
Oh, what comes on my love, man? I ain't got nothing to do all night.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cam Newton and the Patriots set to go again on offense. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get it.
And he can't find anywhere to go. And he goes down. Malik Collins coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me, normally don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Being chased out left.
Bro, I don't know why he
no
doing
3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton, man open is Keelan Cole.
No.
Complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
21-0 our score after 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A give. This is Michelle. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. Touchdown, Patriots.
Newton on the keeper. Touchdown, New England.
Well, they were backed up. On 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Cam able to take it himself in for the score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
9-yard line.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out.
Not me to fucking do that.
First half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone.
That would've
They'd
kept
love to
it
see
up.
more of that before this game finishes. Right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
48-yard
Well, Charles, it's always contentious division rivalry, even a little spicier than we're used to. The well-documented war of words on social media between 2 of the top players on these teams added a layer of intrigue.
You're absolutely right, partner,
No,
because this social media beef that kicked
Put
things
the foot.
off, it spilled over into the midweek press conferences. It's dominated what people have talked about around this game. For most people, they think this is ridiculous, maybe even a little childish. But let's go back to when we were younger. This was just what we called bulletin board material, and this stuff has made this game the most talked about regular season matchup I can remember. So no complaints from me. I doubt there are any complaints from you.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with their second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Elliott on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Damn!
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Time for our players spotlight, and it focuses in here on Cam Newton. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far.
I'm a dumbass. I'm a dumbass.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Man, that bitch put me away.
29-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the handoff, it's Michelle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Newton.
What the fuck?
He can run for it, and he will.
Bro, this nigga Newton be scared to get hit. He a bitch.
To pick up the first.
24-yard gain on the play.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. Jalen Mills in on the stop.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
3-yard gain on the play.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Still more than a minute to go, so there's time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
He's going to air one out, and that's caught inside the 30.
Like, bro, oh, it's my man. My man. Dead. It's my man.
On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
I'm feeling lucky today. I'm gonna fake it.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
He gonna need it. Watch this. I don't know. He's not.
Deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
They're on the 20-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On first down, it's Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cam fighting.
Get the ball.
It's out. And the Dolphins have got it.
Madden, what?
He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Gotta find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, you got to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. His big game continues.
I thought he had caught that. I got scared. Look at him.
And a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense is trying to really stop him.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Get right open.
Touchdown, Miami. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials.
I was in. I was in.
Communicate with the referee at the game site and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. And this is
right there again.
I'm not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. New England trying to get a place on offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work,
what was he throwing?
Clock out and go to the locker room.
He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time.
You ain't going nowhere, boy.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started from the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10.
Man, I'm gonna back again. I'm right there.
Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh,
that
was
backs
good.
it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Damn, I'm putting that ball far as hell.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, they run with Michelle.
I don't know how to.
He is met
I don't know how he managed to tackle me.
Down he goes, flying like a lawn chair.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. He may try and run for this.
Ooh,
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking.
What's up? With who? Who? Alright. Who house y'all staying at? I don't know, because I haven't not talked to him in like a week. A month. I haven't not talked to your dad in a month. I haven't been talking to him. Yeah, that's my mom. I don't talk to him.
To take off and
Well, I'm
run
playing
every time he
Madden,
steps back to throw it.
so I'm
But
bored.
they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding
You said, have
him
I
to a
seen
short
it?
game. The Patriots send out their
Nope.
punter.
I've been
As
in the
he's on
area.
here to punt it away.
Yeah, Connor went.
This will be fielded at the 17.
I think so. I
Very
think he's
good
good.
return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Miami set to take over. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum. And pretty much not just giving him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Man, I thought I could get through that other dude.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues
Crack
as we
through that
see
first
here.
one.
Coverage
And then here comes the
not
second.
been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to pass. Tua. That's caught by Howard.
Nope, that is 2. I can't do 2.
Gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Jordan Howard. A gain of
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They just don't want me to win. It's already too late.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, I just got fucking intercepted.
Devin McCourty
I don't
picks
give
it
a fuck.
off.
It's the flag on the
And to
fucking
the
play.
12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle.
Where you going, boy?
They'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking
I'm
it
mad
all
at
over the
them,
park.
bro,
And
because
you know what's
that
exciting
would
about
have been a
that?
clean
The
ass
defense in
play.
front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. That's out to
What
back
the
Michelle.
hell?
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. What's up, man?
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Now a first down throw for Newton.
See, my dumb
His
son.
tight end, Walker.
I'm an idiot.
No gain, and it's second down.
No gain on
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Newton gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyle Van Noy in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Newton to Michelle on the screen.
Oh, what the?
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Patriots.
I just got fucking juked 3 fucking times. I go out fucking bad.
Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Newton on first down.
Where was you throwing to?
But it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Patriots send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect
Oh,
time.
I'm a dumbass.
MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've
I
seen
know
so
that.
far this year.
I'm gonna run that back. I don't know what you're trying to get in my pep talk for.
We can go in so many different directions. But the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. They'll only get a
Nope, that ain't
couple
work.
up to about the 30.
That plan did not work.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this
What
is
was
incomplete.
that?
A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt, it doesn't work out. And the Patriots take over, they're going to have terrific field position. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do.